You ready?
I'm ready. You can hear me?
I can hear you. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
All right. Good. Welcome to another episode of Okay Real Quick. I'm your host, Tameka Monae.
And I'm Krystal Ramos.
Yay. So today we're going to touch on something that's kind of sensitive. As we know, it's been another mass school shooting in Florida. We send our condolences and everything to everyone the 17 people that lost their lives, and a couple people got hurt. But why we chose to talk about this topic is because it's like what could possibly be done, or what should be the way to fix this from happening. You know what I mean? Because this is literally the 18th. What is the 18th in the past year? 18th school shooting in the past year. Not to mention, the church that got shot up in South Carolina, and then the club in Orlando. So it's just like so many shootings that's happening. Not to mention maybe some that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like it should be tighter gun laws.
I mean, I agree with them, but at the end of the day, like, what happens with laws and rules? People break them. So when you have to put that in mind. Okay, we're going to have laws. They're going to add laws to limit people from getting guns. But there are going to be those people who still break the laws, still break the rules. So y'all got to do what you have to do to protect yourselves as well. Besides adding laws.
But my thing is, like, think about, I see, like, I hear what you're saying, because as we know in the hood, most of the guns in the hood are illegal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, those guns shoot one person or two people. Maybe, even if it's not the person intended or whatever, and it's by kids that don't know what they're doing. But it's like these
they're not mass shootings.
Yeah, these are mass shootings, and they're done with guns that's purchased legally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does a 19-year-old need? Why does a 19-year-old need to legally purchase an AR-15? I mean, like, why is that necessary? And how did that even happen? Because I know in New York, it ain't going down like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I know down south, you can walk into Walmart and get a shotgun.
For real.
Bullets is out there. They got handguns. It don't take nothing to get your license to have a gun or whatever. But I'm just like, if it's that easy, what do you think is gonna, like, you know what I mean? What do you think should happen? Or what do you think is how do you, like, I can't even get my thoughts together because there's so many things.
Like, we shouldn't even have them. They shouldn't be out for sale whatsoever, because like they say, they're made to kill people. You know what I'm saying? They're not even good for hunting. They're like made to kill people. They carry so many bullets.
It's an amendment right to carry that. So yeah, I don't go against that, because people do need to, if you have homes, sometimes you need guns to protect yourself, because people do try to break in your shit, and sometimes you got to shoot somebody in the ass. But I'm just saying, like, what does a 19-year-old need with an AR? Like, that's an AR.
Nothing, unless he's going hunting with his daddy.
You know what I mean?
But
you don't hunt with an AR.
Exactly, because it's not a hunting gun. But
what you hunting?
Banning those particular guns will help a lot. But like I said, it's like, even if they do ban them, people have to find ways to protect themselves, and that doesn't necessarily mean go out and get a gun as well, or go out and get an AR-15 as well, so you could protect yourself against somebody else. I feel like for the schools,
like I said, if I have a house and somebody trying to get through my window, I'm shooting them in their ass.
Yeah,
you feel me? But also, I don't think that you should have guns that's accessible to your kids. But once again, this kid, I'm not even talking about illegal, because like everything that's illegal, people will find a way. Drugs are illegal. There's mad crackheads. You know what I mean? So it's like, when it comes to things like that, I'm talking about the legal aspect of it. Like, this gun was purchased. Just this particular situation, the gun was purchased legally by a 19-year-old that all of a sudden now had all these disturbed, this, and had all. This was legally purchased by this person. You know what I mean? This person also so-called sent out, had rants and stuff like that the FBI was warned about, that they actually just was like, which is not the first time they ignored shit.
Nah, but what people forget is that, yeah, they notify the FBI, but then the FBI have to follow laws too, where they can't just violate his rights and go searching and say, oh, well, someone suspects you of this or someone suspects you of that. Because
damn that, they pull niggas out the hood because they look like people that did stuff.
Yeah, but those are exactly, but that's what the FBI is claiming, that their rights their job to go and look for these people and search for these people who are quote unquote people who follow ICs or people who, you know, put out statements that they're gonna hurt people. The FBI were limited as far as what they can do to those type of people.
But that's crazy, because then how do you eliminate that in terrorism? You feel me? Because it's like, because your name is Muhammad, I'm gonna look in your shit, but because your name is Eric, I'm not.
Exactly.
You feel me? So then it's like, well, that's a blurred line that cannot be. So I'm not accepting that as an excuse, because it cannot be this for Muhammad and then this over here for John. They
have to consider it a terrorist attack when an American citizen kills many people in mass shootings. They have to consider it a terrorist attack.
It will never happen.
But until then, the FBI cannot go over there and be like, all right, we're going to hold you for 60 days. All right, we're going to take your guns.
Okay, so why do they do that? Why is it okay in the hood? Because it's people that could be, you know what I mean? At one point, they had stop and frisk. You know what I mean? And if you fit the description of someone that's wanted or did something, that's it. You know what I mean? Or somebody says, hey, that person robbed me. They took you to jail because this person said something. So what's the difference? That's my question. And then these are questions that we all need to be asking. What's the difference? Then what I don't like too, and I think a lot of what needs to stop is in the media. And I know we're talking about it now, but I'm just trying to talk about I'm not talking about the person. I'm talking about the situation. Let's be clear. The media makes the people, they focus on the people and not the situation. And when it's somebody when it's an American that does it, I don't want to, I'm just going to say it. When it's a white American that does it, this person's mental past always come. I knew this kid's mental story and his life story before I knew his name. I knew that he was adopted. I knew that he was both his adopted parents died. I know that he had mental issues throughout the whole thing. That was the first thing they put out in there before they released everything that happened. And then they make it. Then even now, like they canceled his court date. He was not ready to stand up to be in court. They canceled it. Meanwhile, there's a kid, I can't remember where, I just saw the joint too. It's a kid that shot one time in school. He brought a handgun in school, shot one time in school. He is now being held as it's like he's being charged as an adult. He's 16.
Is it the one here in New York? The one that
I don't know if it's in New York. It's some. I don't want to give the
wrong information.
I don't want to give the wrong information because I read it real quick. But he's being charged as an adult on terror charges. Meanwhile, when they have this dude who shot up all these kids in Florida, they know he did it, and they're like the accused suspect. You feel me? Right. So it's like, I feel like until we start really, even the dude that shot up Vegas, so-called shot up. I mean, I have my. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I have my feelings about certain situations, because certain situations, there's too many things that's not released that normally get released that make me be like, did that really happen?
Weird.
But let's just go with the media. So the Vegas situation, the guy, it's like, as soon as it happened, instead of them saying he's a terrorist, they gave you everything to sympathize with him. Oh, he had problems. They even tried to so much bring the attention to his wife, his
girlfriend, who's not American.
Yeah.
I think she was like from Thailand or Filipino.
Yeah. They went. She like, I don't know nothing about that. And they literally went. They tried to put her information out there more than him, and he the one that shot up 51 people. What you see what I mean? Like, these people never get the classification that they deserve.
I think like a lot of times with the media and the journalists, like they're fiending for a story, or they're fiending for a part of the main story. So they're like, okay, well, we got this information first about the girlfriend, let's throw it out there.
I don't know.
And then other people and then other media just tags along.
I don't know, man.
It's just crazy.
Because if that's the case, then you can make that person you can take that person, find what you know about them, and focus on them as a negative. They don't do that. They focus on the person that did the problem as a victim. You know what I mean? As a victim. Or they don't blame, and you know what I mean? They never say anything. Our own president made it a situation where he talked about, he kind of took it off of the person that shot the people, and then made it about the schools and stuff like that. So it's like, when are we gonna sit here and really be like, yo, this person's a terrorist, American terrorist, you still tweeting about building a wall, but Mexicans ain't shoot up shit yet. He's talking about MS-13. That's a gang situation. You're gonna have that regardless. Unfortunately, they're just very brutal. But at the end of the day, these gangs and stuff like that is gonna be there. That's something you need to deal with in that city. But as a whole, we need to get these gun laws together. Yeah, because it's like, why does a 19-year-old or anybody need an assault rifle? And that's technically not what AR stands for. It stands for Army Regulated. But whatever. I don't get that. But yeah, don't watch the FBI come knock on my door. They'll knock on my door though. Hey, black girl, can I talk to you real quick? Like, God damn it. I did a podcast for the people.
They should. I don't know. Like, I feel like every other state should do like what New York does. They got metal detectors. They got officers on, in the area. Back in the days, if they saw a kid out in the street during school hours, they will pick them up.
I know them well.
Either take them back to school or have, they got to go to the precinct, have somebody pick them up. Like in those towns, like in Florida, and these where the Columbine, all these places is usually like those middle class where they think everything is all hunky dory, nothing bad happens. That's the place where it happens. Our kids are great. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it happens. But bottom line, when you see your kid shooting a cat in the head, you might want to stop it. When he's setting rabbits on fire, you might want to call somebody. If they're sitting there, if you know your kid is getting bullied, they're a little bit different, you might want to have a conversation with them. First of all, I don't understand how a 19-year-old has an assault rifle in your house and you don't know. My mama was nosy. Okay? My mother went through all my shit as a child. I ain't have no secrets.
And it's not even that when you.
But even still, I just don't understand how that's possible. And I'm not, and I don't want. Honestly, I'm not with all the metal detectors. I'm not with that because like I said, school is the second safest place your kids should feel. You know what I mean? Your kids should feel safe at school. You send them there to learn social skills. You send them there to learn. You send them there as an alternative to being home with you. You going to school. You talking. You can shit on your own. You can let me know. We going to school. You gonna learn.
Cause soon you gonna help with these bills.
Okay, like you gonna learn. You gonna learn about life. This is where you learn. This is the second safest place to send you. Word. So why do I have to send you to a school that's damn near jail? You got to go through metal detectors. You got to do this. Trump talking about arming teachers. Was if they arm the teachers, crazy. I'm homeschooling kids. I'm a homeschool my kid if Trump gives them teachers give these teachers guns. That's the dumbest thing. You think it's gonna be bad now? It's gonna be a lot of dead black kids. Not white kids. It's gonna be a lot of dead ass.
And if there's a mass shooting, what's to stop a teacher from running away with the gun?
Listen, it's not.
Like she gonna run out and she gonna have the gun.
I'm not even worried. You know what? But my concern with that is not even the mass shootings. When it comes to that, look at it like this: you got all these cops. These people go through training, months and months and months of training on how to deal with people, and they still get scared, shoot. Right? Imagine a teacher. They may go through a little bit of training, whatever. But say like I'm say say this Miss White teacher, right, is in this black school. Kids get rowdy.
Yeah, and disrespectful.
These kids are not. They're disrespectful. These kids are not they're not our kid size. Like when we was 16, we looked 16. These 16-year-olds look 30.
Word.
So you got them. You got everything that we know about this hood situation. They have a fight or something goes on and this teacher has a gun. This teacher is already scared because you are outnumbered. So what do I expect for you to do in a situation like that? You're not regulated to handle a situation like this.
For real.
So imagine that. Then think of it on the other spectrum. That same thing happens. These cops are killing black men left and right, right? You a black man. You a black male teacher. A shooting is reported at a school, and you, the black man that's in the school with a gun. Nobody thinks about these things. But once again, we're not the people that they're thinking about. Trump is thinking about when he's making these decisions. It's like, let's give all the teachers a gun. You serious?
Or what if
why does my kid's kindergarten teacher have a gun?
What if she's a careless teacher and forgets to lock it up?
That's what I'm saying. It's so many things that's not smart. And it's like, and guns are the problem. Let's put more of them in the places where they're accessible to the problem.
Doesn't make any sense.
What?
Yeah,
I had a drunk teacher one time. This chick used to be drunk. She was drunk as hell. Do I trust her to have a gun? She gonna fall asleep. The kid that caused problems gonna take it. She ain't even gonna know. Like, what do you do?
Word.
It's like you want to have, and this, I don't want my kids to go to school with all the metal detectors. I don't want them to ever feel like that's the way life is. I don't.
They want to give teachers guns, and they can't even send a disturbed kid to a counselor. Like, you can't even, like, stop it while it's starting. Like, yo, you got a problem. Why you keep acting up in class? Take your ass to the psychiatrist, please.
Half the special ed kids
like
are not bad kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not nothing mentally disturbed with them. They just bad. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like now, but I know when I was in school, they wasn't dumb. They was bad.
Word.
It was like those 17 dudes, don't send them in the rooms. They could just do whatever together. But them dudes were smart.
Word.
A couple of them kind of slow, but not like that. They were just bad.
Yeah.
But this kid clearly he was expelled from school because of this mental disturbance. He was expelled from school because of da. Okay, and nobody felt the need to tell anybody, to recommend anything, to put him in a some type of counseling. Like, let's kick him out of school and leave him to be this person that we kicked out of school in regular society. Let's kick him out and leave him there. Instead of taking him and getting him counseling or putting him in a program or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then when shit like this happens, then you want to break down his rap sheet. Oh, he was an orphan. Oh, his parents died. Okay, but we knew this ahead of time. Like, we knew that ahead of time.
And then the thing about it is, like, if there's that one kid who's a badass or a disruptive kid, like, it affects all the other kids. So now they gotta wait for the teacher to deal with that child so that they can go back to the learning program. Like, it's so frustrating. So now you're gonna give the teacher a gun.
Let's give him a gun.
They're already dealing with BS.
So back to this history. Like, what? Back to, what I mean? Like, yo, you get this kid, what? Bang. So, about your homework. Like, why we do? No.
Word.
It's gonna be lit in school, literally. Then the kids gonna bring guns. It's gonna be a shootout with the teachers over physics homework.
I'm just worried about, like, a teacher parent conference.
Yeah, exactly.
She gonna whip that gun out on me because I'm gonna say something smart.
Especially you give the kid a grade that you don't think they deserve. My mom turned up on the math teacher one time. Like, how you gonna grade my whole child's whole class off of a circle project that no kid did?
For real.
You gonna fail her?
She gonna be like, what?
Everybody else passed and they ain't do it, but she did. My mom they gonna be like, Miss.
She gonna raise her shirt, let you see her gun.
And my mom gonna be like, what's the problem? What's about to happen? That little lady's a gangster. Yo, shout out to my moms, man. You need her in the school. What the hell are you doing outside? Why are you outside? But yeah, I just really feel it's so much emphasis on, oh, we need metal detectors in schools. Okay, say you put metal detectors in all the schools, which is funny to me because in the hood, ain't no shootouts in the school. You can get shot outside of school. You get shot immediately outside of school. You know what I mean? But inside of school, not really. Couple fights, couple arguments.
Yeah.
Kid stabbed the other kid, but that's stabbing.
Word. He didn't do a mass stabbing.
He didn't do a mass stabbing. Yo. He did.
It was just one.
Just one kid that was fucking with him. You feel me? That's another thing. It's like, y'all worried about all this shit. Y'all need to focus on the bullies instead of the kid getting bullied. And I'm not talking about cyberbullying. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in cyberbullying because I feel like you need to be on point with what your kid is seeing on the internet. And then when it happens, guess who's not on the internet anymore? Like, take the kid away from that situation. That's a control situation. I'm not into cyberbullying because I know I'm gonna be a type of mom. Oh, you gonna talk all that shit to my kid online? Yeah. We all pulling up to school. Say it to their face.
Word.
Like, if you gonna bully my kid, bully him for real. Don't be a pussy bully.
Word.
Don't bully no kids though. I'm just saying. Don't bully the kids. I'm saying, don't be a pussy bully. Don't be online talking shit. A lot of people do that now though. They
most importantly,
like, they live in like California and they talking to somebody in New York. Like, bitches can't catch flights.
Word. Like me, I tell my daughter, don't be the bully either.
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't
be the bully either.
Don't be a bully, shit. But I'm saying they need to focus on things like that because if you ever hear the stories, it always comes back. This kid was bullied. He was different. That shit fucks with people. And they're kids. They already don't know where they stand. They're trying to figure their own shit out. That's what needs to be addressed. You could put all the metal detectors in the school. It doesn't mean anything. Like I said, in the hood, they don't shoot up the school. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They you gonna fight. You might get stabbed, but you ain't gonna get, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Which that doesn't even really happen that much. You gonna get your ass beat. Outside, you might get shot, but once you step outside, they don't give a fuck about you. School safety is on this corner.
Word.
You know what I mean? So, it's like, so that to me is not the answer because it doesn't stop anything. It's like the hood... Like, I compared the two. Like, there's no metal detectors here. This shit stay getting shot up. Mm-hmm. There's metal detectors here. Nobody does it, but nobody's been doing it.
Word.
Like, that's not stopping anything to me. You know what I mean? Because when I went to school, we didn't have no metal detectors, and nobody got shot. And they got shot on up the block.
Yeah, it was a different time, though.
But still, I just don't see it. Because if you put metal detectors in there, clearly security ain't shit. You heard about the security guard in Florida. That nigga took the fuck off. That nigga said, fuck these kids. They ain't mine. That nigga took off. That nigga ran down the block. He's like, oh, word? I served my time. I'm a veteran. I'm out.
He probably had like a few more years to
retire. He about to retire. Like, he was not risking it for these kids that he does not even like anyway. He was like, I'm out.
I got another year left.
I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that don't mean nothing. That don't, when they get real, they shooting them. Everybody a gangster to that first shot get let off. Then that shit clear the fuck out.
For real.
Okay? I'm serious. Everybody a thug. Everybody, yo, I wish they would. You do? You do? Do you? Watch this. You gonna run? You gonna be at home? Like, damn, it's crazy. They shot up my school.
Yo, when it happened, yo, I caught myself imagining, like, why nobody threw a hard ass book at his ass from the back?
Because he's shooting.
From the back. Like,
yo, you be that person.
Word. Like,
you'll be that person that we watch on TV and we're like, a book, bitch.
Yeah, they're gonna interview, be like, how did you get him? Yo, I threw a big ass book at him, and then everybody joined in throwing books at his ass.
So that's the thing. So don't give him guns, give him books.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm like wondering, like, everybody was running, nobody just threw a book and ran. I would have threw my book bag on his ass. Run.
Like, instead of having those kids on those shows talking about all this other stuff, they're gonna have a dictionary like, thank you, Webster, because you saved our lives. We threw 7 dictionaries at him and it took down the suspect.
I'll be the principal. I'll be the principal on the loudspeaker, like, yo, they shooting, but make sure you throw your book bag if you pass them. Throw your book bag at him, but run down them steps.
What does it say? Leave your book bag.
Make his ass trip.
Like booby traps. Okay. We're going to find another way to do
this. Always.
Throw the desk down. Throw him down.
Throw your books at his ass.
What? Open the locker doors.
They say he killed the gym teacher. None of those kids threw a basketball at his ass. No,
First of all, you're a gym teacher. You're supposed to be agile. You're supposed to know better. Word. You taught me how to run. How the fuck you didn't run?
When he ran through the cafeteria, throw your milk at him.
Chill, yo. School lunch is expensive if you got to pay for it.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
you damn, not nobody, my pizza today.
Nobody threw a book at his ass.
No.
Make his ass trip.
Shit. Imagine.
Everybody was running.
Imagine if that was the case. Like, they said, they were like, this grand old encyclopedia is the one that saved our lives. Like, what?
Nah, you in the next
social
room.
Studies. I love my social studies teacher.
You're in the next classroom and you hear the pop, pop, pop. Everybody grab your book. Grab your book. He's coming. Pop, pop. Everybody throwing the books at the door. Dodging under the desk.
So in gym classes, they teach you how to run and shit. They teach you how to
yeah.
What's that game? That shit when you skim the rocks, skimming books.
They should incorporate that in their drills because they do have mass shooting drills now too.
That's fucking crazy.
They have mass shooting drills right now.
I saw that on TV
and you go ahead.
This what made me mad though. I saw one. Even though it's dope, it was a class that was dope. The way the school has this security system set up, it's dope idea. I don't think it should be that way in school.
Word.
But they was like, when it happens, all the kids got to get behind the red line, throw your tables down. Fam, when they shooting, I'm not thinking about these tables. I'm trying to get the fuck out. Oh my God, I'm not behind the red line. Like, what? No. I'm trying to get behind somebody. Like, no.
I know one of them, they do what, they barricade the door and they hide under their desk or they hide in the closet. There was another one where there was a black mother. She was pissed because when she saw how they do the mass shooting drills, they put her son in the front of the line. Another white kid right behind her.
Really? Really? Really?
He's gonna lead the way though.
Lead the way to where? To Jesus? Fuck out of here. He had the first book? Okay.
Throw that heavy ass social
Wouldn't it be
studies
crazy
book at
if
his
he's
ass.
the only black kid in that white school and they be like, you know what, brother? I feel your struggle too. Go sit down. I'm gonna shoot the rest of these people. Like, keep doing that shit. Keep fucking with us, yo. Keep fucking with our black asses and see what happens. I promise you, if there's a black shooter, something, a black kid come and shoot up a school, they'll change everything. It'll be so many. It'll be helicopters. They'll change the school systems immediately.
It hasn't
They'll
happened.
change gun laws immediately.
That's when they'll start throwing the books.
Best.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna see, they're gonna see that one black kid with the AR and they'll be like, yo, throw your books at him.
Chill, yo. We tough. We take books. They're like, fuck these books. We dodging books this whole semester. Fuck out of here. Education. Pop, he gonna shoot them shits. You ever play Duck Hunt? Pop, pop, pop. Anyway, but it's I mean, we make it light of the subject, of course, but it's still an issue. You know what I mean? It's still something that needs to be addressed.
It's crazy. They just shouldn't have them out, but they do. So now we're here. They shouldn't have those guns selling, period. It should have never started, but now we're here, and it's like, what can you do? And like I said, they're going to make laws, they're going to change the rules, but people are still going to break them.
I mean, but that's when it's a whole nother situation, when it's a broken law. But if this is a law and it's done legally, what the fuck could we say? Best thing I ever heard, it's an actor. I can't remember his name, but whatever. It's an actor. He said, if you want gun laws to change, have every black man register for his gun license, and they will change the law. I believe it. Yeah. But why do we have to be the you know what I mean? This is my point. Like, it's like that they definitely would, but they're not changing it to benefit anyone besides using it against the people that legally got this done. So it's like the law will change, but it's not going to change to benefit this type of situation. It'll change to make sure that you, black man that just got your gun legally, there will be a way for you now to be arrested for that.
For real.
But I thought that was genius, because I'm like, as soon as you see Jermaine, you see Tito. I don't know why I said the Jackson 5. That was so weird. Like, but you see Michael. You know what I mean? You see Tyshawn, all of them. You see them names on them lists? Yeah. You know what I mean? And from the Bronx or something like that. You gonna be like, you know what? Somebody got to have a meeting. Because all these black kids, right, all these black guys right here legally have guns. And we done to stop shit because they killed, what's his name, Philandro Castro? I hate that I can't remember names. I can't remember. I hate that I can't remember names. Yeah, Castile. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one that they killed in the car. He was
in the car with he was in the car with his girl and his baby. He told him, I legally have a gun. I legally bang bang. Like, you know what I mean? With his kid in the car. Word. So then it's like, what does it change? But this is what I'm talking about. You give these people, this a cop that did that to a man that legally had a gun. Imagine if he was in the school. Imagine he was the teacher in the school, and that teacher that cop pulls up. He protecting these students because he legally could do it, but this cop who's scared shoots him.
But not for nothing.
Meanwhile, they got the dude all out with no nothing, no vest, no nothing. They just trusting everybody.
But the thing with that, like, imagine if everyone took that actor's advice and went and go get registered guns. That's just gonna give the police officers reason to start shooting people on sight for no reason.
They do that now. They make up reasons, but that's what I'm saying.
It's just gonna increase. I don't know. It's just crazy because I wish that when all those things are going down, when the officers are like shooting us, I wish we were there in numbers. Because when we're there in numbers with our guns, you think they'll still shoot at us? Yes. If we outnumber them.
First of all, cops are the biggest gang in America. They are. They don't like gangs because you could possibly be bigger than them. They are the biggest gang. Sorry, shout out to the cops that I know. And I only say this, but then also in defense, to play devil's advocate, I dated a cop. And I remember we went to see Fruitvale Station, right? So I didn't know the story of it when I went to see it. So I learned about it as I was watching it. So, mind you, I'm a civilian. This is a cop. You know what I mean? And when we was watching the movie, he kind of made me think a little bit different. Because we're watching it, and I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they have to shoot him like that? What he told me was gangster. He was like, Tameka, I see everything the cop is doing wrong. Cops should have those two cuffed. You know what I mean? They weren't. And, you know, he shouldn't have his gun like that. But they shouldn't be, they should be listening. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, if they saying, sit there, be quiet. You're in a situation like this. Sit there, be quiet, to wait, process, whatever. Yeah, you mad. Yeah, you hyped. And as us, we want to get our story out. But understand, this is what's happening right now. Mm-hmm. So he told me that. He was like, they're being rowdy. When you're a cop, you have 3 seconds. And in those 3 seconds, it's you or me. And I never thought about it like that. He said, understand what we're dealing with. We're already cops. So we come into the situation in a negative. We're supposed to be the positive. But depending on the area we go to, we're already coming in on the negative. So when you see the cop, everything is second by second by second.
Correct.
In situations like that. Mm-hmm. So it made me look at, I mean, I'm not defending them, but also I got into the mindset of it. Now that situation, I'm not defending Fruitvale Station. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, in certain situations, everything has to be looked at.
Yeah,
you know
correct.
What I mean?
I feel like
then you have cops that are unprofessional and are scared. Understand, a lot of these cops are old, so they have this old mentality that we are all the enemy. Mm-hmm. And then you have a lot of them that's young and they scared. They scared kids in a neighborhood with a situation that they can't control by talking, because they're not taught that. And in that moment, they teach you your mentality is you or me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's that mentality, because at the end of the day, if you're experienced, right, if you do this on a regular, and on a regular you deal with domestics, you deal with rowdy, ratchet-ass people. So on that note, you should already know that they're not even thinking about you as an officer and how things should be handled and how an officer's thinking and whatnot. At the end of the day, the officer should lead the way.
You should.
And give that advice or give that notion, listen, I'm going to have to take you on the rest, so just calm down or whatever. And then at the end of the day, we're not there when it's happening. I cannot say it from experience because I'm not a cop. But still, if you do this on a regular, at some point in time, you should be able to handle the situation where you can get said person to calm down somewhat.
I agree, but then at the same time, look at what we're dealing with now. It's even harder now because now we're waiting for the bullshit. It's like it happened the first 2 times. We're like, oh shit, they killing us. But then now it's like, you got your cell phone out. Niggas reading laws now. You know what I mean? I can lawfully record you. I'm not touching you or involved in the crime scene. And then cops are doing. It's so many. Now as soon as you see a camera come out, as soon as you see a cop talk to somebody, first thing everybody do is pull their phone out now. So now it's like, you know, it's just getting a little bit more complicated for everybody. You know what I mean? Because now you have this footage, but they're gonna find a way to discredit your footage and discredit everybody being there, or they're gonna call all the people that's there being a problem, or you know, disrupting the crime scene or the situation, or causing it to egg on. And then we see everybody around us, so in our minds, in that fury we're like, we got everybody around us, so I could do this, because if they do something to me, it's on camera. But that's not how it should be. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be the mentality of the cops to be this way, and it shouldn't be us acting like that. And I'm saying us as a people, not as black people. I'm just saying us as a people, because white people wild out too. I seen cops.
They just don't die.
Yeah, they just don't get shot.
They just don't,
you know what I mean? And that's the thing. So it's like this. It's like it's always gonna be that black and white thing all the time. Look at dude that they had that rally. He ran over bitches and shit, and he backed up the whole car. He still ain't get arrested. They came. His whole family came down and was like, "Oh, I didn't know." They once again ran down his mental issues and whatever, instead of making him who he was.
Right.
I mean, the people that's getting killed for no reason, that's where the problem is. But I use those examples to go back to teachers, because this is what teachers are going to start doing. You know, that is what teachers are going to start doing if you give them guns. Especially if they're in a school that's rowdy, or in a school that they don't know how to handle those situations by by having a conversation, by being the dominant, because you're talking to people that's trying to dominate the situation because they want to get their story across, or they want to let you know that they're not scared, or they want to let you know what it is. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? And once again, it's these situations are happening, but it's like, yeah, they're happening. Oh my God, we'll light some candles. We'll talk about it for a week, and then a Kardashian will get pregnant or naked, and then that's the headline.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to do something. Some celebrity's going to, you know, Safari took over the internet a couple days ago. You know what I mean? So, even though it's Black Twitter, it don't really count. But still, it was on. It made the view. Like, you feel me? Like, and all of that stuff went away. You know, but I think there's a bigger issue that has to go. But the NRA is a strong company. It's a strong group of people. And let me tell you how gangster the NRA is. This is why they don't give a fuck. And how we know nothing's going to change. All these companies pulled out. United pulled out. All these companies from supporting them, right?
Enterprise.
All of them. You know what the NRA said? They basically said, I'm not quoting them. They basically said, we don't give a fuck.
Word.
We're just going to get people to replace you.
Word.
That's literally, in their statement that they said, they was like, yeah, you know, we're just going to find companies that agree with what we stand for and enjoy your life. Like, I was like, God damn. Like,
because they like a lot of people who own guns believe that guns don't kill people, people kill people. So they feel like it's a problem that's not theirs. We still gotta make our money.
I'm not saying, but then
no, I'm just saying that's the reason why. Further attitude.
In a place, yeah, in a sense, yeah. But then at the same time, I mean, like, Chris Rock said something that was amazing one time. He said, if a gun was cheap and the bullets cost mad money, there'd be less people getting shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because AR, you gotta fill a clip, okay? If each bullet was $100, you're not really gonna spend $1,000 because you're mad at people in school. You feel me? Like, you're not gonna do that. But once again, why does this make sense to us, but other people is no? Like, do they make money off of this? Do they make money? I think, honestly, things like this is good. It's good for media. Things like this is good for the government. I think unfortunately, things like this is like, it's like casualties of war. It's like a group of people that's not us, benefit from things like this. That's why nothing's gonna change.
Word. In
my mind. I'm not saying this is fact. Please, I don't need the government. I don't need Trump to tweet about me. Like, I don't need that kind of energy in my life. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Word.
Okay? My opinion.
Nah, but like, okay, so for example with the NRA, because they got all this money and that's why they don't give a fuck. Maybe they should start, instead of giving their monies to these politicians that help with their laws, they should force them to pay monies towards these schools. It's about time, like, they give them money. Like, you know what? You can keep your guns. You can sell your guns. But now, instead of giving this money to politicians, give them to the schools.
That'll never happen.
They should.
Politicians giving up money?
No, not the politicians. I'm talking about NRA. Give the money to the schools then.
No.
Keep your money.
But then who's going to pass your laws? Who's going to excuse your bullshit?
Exactly.
You need the politicians. That's why they give them so much money.
Word.
So it's like, what do you do? It's all a game. It's all a network. It's all a game. Like I said, there's a lot of people in there that we don't have nothing to do about that's really benefiting. I didn't even know that these airlines, all these companies was supporting the NRA like that. I had no fucking idea. So they was like, yeah, we're pulling out of support. I'm like, what? I didn't even know that was happening.
Word.
Now everything's happening. But everyone's, I'm pulling out of support. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if that was the move, guys. Because like they said, that's cool. Sorry to see you go. But we're just going to get somebody else.
For real.
They literally treat you like your job treats you. Like, oh, damn, you're leaving. Okay. Set up that interview for Steve next week. Like, okay. Pull out that gang of resumes that we got over there. Thank you kindly. Like, damn, Krystal left. Damn. Oh, my God. Come in. I got it at 3 o'clock. Hi.
Yo, but what's crazy is that they have these people who are gun owners, right? And they're way over 21. And they're mad that they want to prevent people who are younger than 21 from getting guns. Why are you mad? You're way over.
But their kids gotta get guns.
Way over 21. Who cares? Like, it's to stop the kids from getting these guns. out of nowhere.
Because it hasn't happened to them yet.
illegally.
Hasn't happened to them yet. I promise you, if they shoot up their farm, then it'll be like, oh my God, we need to get some control here. And I'll be like, oh, no. This is what you wanted. You wanted to give him an AR for his 15th birthday. You thought it was cool.
I'm like watching and this old man upset. I'm like, but they're not even talking about you. It's 21 and younger.
No, but his 15-year-old grandson has a birthday coming up, and he has a specially engraved AR he has to give him or something like
crazy.
That he's actually going to be able to use legally. It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I have so many little theories about some of these things, and these I don't care. Get mad if you want to. These crisis actors are kind of pissing me off.
What do you mean, the kids?
They're not kids, though. They're not kids.
Those are real. Those are real students.
No, they're not.
You're gonna believe that lie?
No, they're not. Have you heard their story? No. I don't care. Get mad.
Those
email
are not
me.
Actors. Those
leave a comment.
Real.
I don't believe them.
That's fucking real.
It's not.
That's so real. Who's
Have you
paying
heard their
them?
story?
Okay,
the
but who's
government.
paying them?
Why not?
The government is paying them to act like victims.
Yes.
To do what?
You never heard that? We never heard of crisis actors before. Girl, baby.
That's a lie.
Nah. Listen, I'm just gonna leave it right here. Listen, they was on the show, right? They was on the show. Listen to the story. Like I was saying, I was just talking about this. Have you seen them?
The girl you talking about
the 3 kids.
The girl with the buzz cut.
Hold up. Their diversity.
The kid whose father's an FBI agent.
Think about. Look at it like this.
Nah, they're real students.
No, they're not.
They went to that school.
What kid whose father is an FBI agent is going to be the spokesperson for this crisis?
It's real. I don't believe he's the crisis actor. I mean, these people got to take their kids to school somewhere.
No, I don't believe. They don't. First of all, he's 19 years old.
Yo, they were on Ellen, so they're not crisis actors.
No, so what? What that mean? That's how I found out the story. Because listen to their story, and their story is too fucking sentimental, too sympathetic. Whatever S word we want to use, all right, that's what we use it. Because listen, the boy who looks like the preppy, the studious. Have you heard him talk when he went on that show with the senator? It was like he was too proper, too rehearsed, and this is supposed to be a child.
Nah,
fuck out of here. Then his story was like, were you there? He was like, I was in the other side of the building picking up my brother who has mental issues. Really? So now we got to talk about your brother having mental issues? Not mental issues.
Disability.
He has a disability. So you just happen to be on the other side of the school picking up your brother with a mental disability. I believe it. And then you didn't even see the shooting or hear it. It was just happening, and then the girl who she's the one that has like the alternative look
with the buzz cut.
Yeah, so we don't really know what's going on with her. She's the one that's speaking the most. She's crying, and she's a strong, tough woman. Which was the year of the woman, so she's a strong, tough woman. And she wasn't even there. She was in the auditorium.
She lost a friend though.
Everyone so-called lost a friend. I'm not saying nobody lost anybody, but I'm saying that I don't believe them. Then you got the other chick that looks like the America's sweetheart. And she wasn't even there. She was like on the other side doing something innocent. So this is what I'm saying. Like they stories, nobody was running in the math class. Nobody from the math class is on the show.
Okay, so let me say something.
I need that person.
Right,
I need the person that got shot. I need the person
that
the principal, the gym teacher that got killed. I need the person that he was protecting to be there.
Have you seen the girl with the black and blue on camera, the one that said that she didn't like the way Trump talked to her over the phone? The ones that were actually there, they're probably so distraught. Like, you can't even have an interview with them. They're gonna be like, "Oh, how was it? Oh my God."
That's what I need to see.
So they're not gonna be.
That's who needs to be the real faces, are the faces that need to be there. I don't want to see these strong and these. I don't want that. I want the chick with the black and blue. I want the chick that has a destroy. I want her to tell me that story. I don't want. When you ever hear a story about people going down, don't you want to talk to the person? You don't want to talk to the people that got the information after the information.
Yeah. So the ones that are doing the talking, they're the ones that are just there to help change the laws and change the rules. Those are real people.
They're not real.
They probably weren't there when the fires were going by.
I don't. Then they didn't.
But I don't find that they're crisis actors. I just feel like they're able to speak for
somebody.
The
even
people
called out
can't.
the dude. I don't know how real it is, but one kid was like, "Yeah, he's a crisis actor. His dad is. He went to some school in California." Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, you was in happened. He went to school in California. He graduated from some school. Dude pull out the yearbook picture. Then he said he always wanted to be an actor. He was on something else. He was in some other crisis. He was there. And then now you happen to be at this crisis, picking up your brother that has a disability.
I didn't see that first crisis thing. Because I didn't see that first crisis. I
So
didn't see
whenever
that
this
first
shit
crisis
happens,
thing.
I'll be on it. That's why I'll be like, I have my little theories, but I don't want to offend nobody too much. Because if we want to have this conversation, we can have it. Because honestly, that Vegas shit was kind of weird to me. Because I've been to Vegas, and I know the security there. You ain't going to bring a gang of guns in no hotel in Vegas. You could damn near not bring another bitch up in that shit.
Nah.
So I'm like,
Nah. It's not even a government thing that's paying for it, because they can't. They're the one. The government is the one that are going against the laws.
No, the government is the one that wants us to believe that.
Are the ones that are not are going against the laws that the people want.
That it's all to
it doesn't make any sense.
All to make us. It's all to make us feel like they're doing something, and it's been not the first time. It's all set up to comfort us enough to make us feel like they're doing something while they're doing nothing, because nothing's gonna change, and we all know that. Smart people know that, but you having these rallies and shit like nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna. But it's you have to make people, especially in these days and time, you have to make the public, the majority, feel like something's happening. That's why, in a way, I don't like Trump, but I appreciate that motherfucker because he don't talk about shit. That nigga just blame everybody, be like, yeah, the Democrats ain't had the gun laws. So we like, but wait, nigga, you here now?
Nah, but see, that's
if the Dems he said, he tweeted that if the Democrats had to pass the gun laws, but okay, they didn't. Fuck them, we get it. But you here now, you and your Republican people. What's good? What we doing? Where's that?
Nah, because even when Obama was in office, he had already made statements and made comments saying that when a gun owner questioned Obama when he was in office, and he was like, why do you want to restrict gun laws and do this and do that? And he was like, we're not trying to restrict gun laws. Obama couldn't even get it done, and he was in office.
It's not gonna happen. You cannot get it done. When you have a company or a situation that's basically paying these politicians, you're not gonna get anything to go against them. Trump is not in office because he got enough votes. Those checks cleared. Okay, those checks cleared. Those government checks he sent out cleared. He's not gonna. Nobody put him in office. He put himself in office. That's why it's so much shit around everything. Every time you talk about something that can put him in a hole, he deflects it to something else. That makes it about Democrats.
Exactly, because he's not trying to do his job. That's what you do.
That's
like when your mom tells you to clean your house. We need to
change them. It's like your mom tell you, when I have the house clean, you better clean it up. What do? Shove everything under the bed and in the closet to make it look like you cleaned up, but you ain't do shit. That's what this is all about.
Exactly.
Because this is not going to change anything. The thing is that something has to happen that is going to cause it to change. Because this ain't it. This ain't it. And it's like, the question is like, what to do? Because we can put metal detectors everywhere. Bang, bang, bang. First of all, why do we don't want to live like that. I don't want to go to McDonald's and have to get. I don't want to go to McDonald's and then have to go through a metal detector because I'm greedy. I want a 3-piece.
Nah, I don't see a problem with it because, like I said, they already have it in New York. I went to a high school where they had it. I walked through them and I walked right out them. And it didn't bother me. It was there. I actually liked it because at that time, gangs and stuff were big. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, cool.
When I go to church,
I love it.
When I go to church, I don't want to walk through a metal detector. It's bad enough that when I go to church, I got to deal with the ushers. I can't even go sit where I want to sit in church. And now I got to worry about a metal detector?
You're not even worried about it. You're going to walk through and you're going to sit down. You're going to think, damn, good, no kid could come in here and shoot at the place. Because, you know what I mean? What if I'm with my grandma or something? She got the pins in her hat. And then that goes off. Now, grandma got to get searched? Yeah, check grandma.
Fuck out of here. All she got is, grandma ain't got nothing but mint candy.
Nah.
She good.
I like the metal detector. Just like when you go to the airport. Have them there. I don't want to be no other 9/11. Have them there. Make sure no fool comes on the same plane with me with a gun. Have them there.
But now I wasn't taking over with a gun. That shit got taken over with a knife.
I like it. Have the guns there. Shit like that you need the metal detector.
In certain
and those
places,
kids, just because they speak proper, have you ever had a conversation with a 4-year-old? You'd be like, damn, full sentence, commas, periods. Like 17-year-olds nowadays, like you said, they look older than what they are, so they most likely speak older than what they are.
Not all of them.
They speak proper.
Some of them just look big.
Nah,
like the shit that be coming out their mouth. I'm like, what?
They just look big but sound dumb.
What? You be looking at these kids, they be talking on the train. I'm like, you just came from school? You sure? Like,
is that what they're teaching you?
That's what they teaching you, but you're safe though. You're safe. You ain't gonna get shot in there. Somebody need to shoot you. You can value your life a little bit more. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I don't know. One day, we don't know. A change gonna come. I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know what to say.
Let that, as long, I'm just like, whatever. I'm happy that they have them, the metal detectors. At least they have them here in New York. Let's keep it going. I'm taking away.
I guess my kids can't go to school in Florida.
It works for us. It's not working for them. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. We can leave it there. All right. And that's been the episode. Sorry. Not working for y'all. We good up here.
Don't bring that shit up here.
Don't bring that shit up here.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we got illegal guns. We'll toss some shit in the ocean and get different on you. But you ain't hear that from me. Anyway, it's been another episode of Anyway, it's been another episode of Okay Real Quick. Make sure you check us out on that IG page at Okay Real Quick. You can email us at okrealquick@gmail.com. Also, check out the Facebook page, Okay Real Quick. I'll be your host, Tameka Monae.
Krystal Ramos.
And we're out of here.